Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to maisiezoe.ink. My name is Pete and I'm going to be giving up the info on how to pick your first printer and your stencil equipment for a beginning tattoo artist or any other tattoo artist out there that's actually having issues on picking what would be the best way and the best quality, best results, and obviously money, because everybody lives on money, not anything else, and you want to make sure that you're profiting off what you're doing. So guys, right now in front of us we have the S8 Brother thermal printer wireless, which at this point it costs $700 US, and all the prices that I will be mentioning will be European Union prices, so euros, although there's not much of a difference between the two currencies anyways. So the Brother would be the most expensive option, and obviously it's wireless. It hooks up to your Android, to your laptop, or to your iPad. You do get 100 pieces of paper with the thermal printer, and you get the transfer gel and all sorts of different little items. Now, guys, the main thing that you want to be focusing on is when you're buying printers is the DPI, or basically how good of a quality will it print. This bad boy machine will only do 300 DPIs, and if you go below the Brother series, like the PJ700s, they will be doing, I think, about 240 DPIs, give or take a couple. Now, this is 700 euros, guys. Now, the way you're going to break down your cost price is obviously everything deteriorates in time. So you take the price and you divide it by 100. And it ain't really cheap because you only have 100 pieces of paper that you can do. So that's basically 7 euros a page that you're printing away, because it might sound silly, but it's not just the paper and the transfer gel that you're dividing, it's the cost of the machine. Because guess what? Everything comes out of your pocket and you need to be making a profit. And if you're not making profit and you're making a loss, you ain't going to be a tattoo artist or an apprentice at any given time. You're going to be losing a lot of money. Now guys, here we go. Now this is a bit of a different currency that I'm doing here because our tattoo shop is in Hungary, so you do see the Hungarian currency here. Basically this is the Epson L1250, which I'm using at the moment, or we are using, sorry. And this bad boy costs roughly, altogether with the 500 transfer paper or stencil paper, whichever you want to call it, package, and the Electrum ink, which is a 120 ml bottle. I will show you just in a second if it pops up. Yeah, here we go. Also, our supplier that we take from is Pro Tattoo, and they are absolutely brilliant. They will ship to you just about anywhere, and they will do the very best that they can do for you. And their prices are the very best within Hungary. I don't know about anywhere else, but I've never had an issue. And they're really fast with the shipping as well. So let me just find it for you here. And just give me a second. Now here we go. Here is the Echo Stencil ink, which is 42,000 in Hungarian currency, which is roughly about 110 euros for the bottle. And so you put this in there and it will give you 3,000 prints. But guys, do 1,500 prints. 1,500 pages of prints. It is an American-made brand. It's by Electrum, so it's not the knockoff stuff from AliExpress or any of the other ones, which I will be going over in a few minutes as well. And they actually have the stencil paper as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Now let's just pull it up. You can see you can have the traditional, the Electrum. And here we go. Here is the package, which is by Inkjet, which is obviously the same company that made the ink print, the printer inks at the beginning, but those are quite expensive. Now this is a 500 piece. So obviously you take all the three prices of this, and the printer and the ink, and which would come to roughly about 350 euros, give or take where you are, and your shipping and all that, 350 euros. And you divided that down by 500, guys. Guess what your price is at per printing? It is down to 60 cents euros. So it's under €1. So you're looking at a brother about €7 a page or under €1 a page. There's a big damn difference. And guess what? You don't need to buy a different series with this because the majority, all of their machines will be Wi-Fi. All of them will connect to any of your supported styles, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, your Android phone, or your laptop. It will connect to just about anything, or you can use the USB as well. Now, guys, there's one thing that I want to show you with this. This one, the L1250. Look at the DPIs on this, guys. Now, this is completely a different kettle of fish. Look at it. Now, compare that to a 300 by 300, which the brother gives you. 1440 times 5760, guys, this is a huge difference. You can't, it's absolutely a difference maker when you're doing that. And only if you get 2500 times 2500, guys, it's completely a different game changer. Now, the other option is you have a traditional printer and you have the Chinese thermal machines, which are so-so. I mean, for little stencils, yeah, they're great, but if you're doing something more in depth and you're doing say a mandala, or you're doing like a portrait, it's not going to give you the same results, really. And that is going to cost you about €350 for the two printers, the papers that you need, and everything else, because they're not selling it for cheap either. Those days are completely gone. Now, guys, I've done the breakdown there for you as well. And you're looking at about €3.50 a page. And guess what? You will screw up a few, because there is no tattooist out there or anyone that has been working with this that has not screwed up a print. And you're literally taking €3.50 and you chuck it out. So there's a big difference when you have messed up and you need to do a new one, how much you're actually throwing out. And the DPI on that is max 100 per 100. So guys, I think it's a clear winner that Epson obviously takes it. Now, a lot of people are out there, oh yeah, it's expensive and all that. Well, guess what? Nothing comes cheap. Oh, it dried up in my ink tank. Well, it really doesn't dry up, because there's a guarantee from Epson that it stays there for 3 months. And make sure that you're actually buying the correct and authentic ink. Do not buy the AliExpress cheap inks, which I will just show you in a second. Which obviously, it is silly. If you're going to put that in your machine just to save a few bucks, guess what? It ain't that much cheaper. Let's just show you what's up. Now, here we go. By the time this gets to you, like, here you go. This obviously is half of the currency that I've showed you, so which is what, €60, give or take. Make it €70 with shipping and the customs that you have to pay for. But guys, you put this in your machine and it will screw it right up, and you can throw the whole thing out, or you can take it down to any mechanics that deal with sort of computer shops that deal with cleaning printers and all that. It will screw your printer right up. I've seen it online. I've seen people complain about it, and it was absolutely disgusting. Do not put this in. You see this, you know that it's not going to be the same as what you're buying from a pro tattoo shop. Guys, make sure that your stuff is always from a recommended seller, a recommended supplier. And make sure that you are thinking before you are buying anything, because you're going to invest in it. You want to invest it once, and you want to invest it correctly, because when you're starting out a tattoo business, you will make mistakes, but there's a big difference on how much your pocket's paying for it. Guys, thank you and have a good day.